I love this film. It is so wonderful, and you're absolutely the perfect Nimona. Uh,
Thank you.
I was speaking to ND a little while ago, and just had the most wonderful things to say about you and your performance. Was there a key that helped to bring her wild, heartfelt, and like spontaneous energy to life?
I mean, so many things. I think, I just kind of let it fly. I think one of the biggest keys was obviously Nick and Troy, the directors. They weren't afraid to keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. And there was never any choice that was too far. They were like, just go for it. And then we can always dial it back. And that's something that you don't usually get that opportunity, and I think by finding that, it's like a rubber band. You have to stretch it to figure out, how far it can go and to see where it snaps back. And that's kind of what we did. And when it would snap back, all of a sudden you get to the truth and the vulnerability and the honesty, which is, you know, it's rare, but you got to find that.
Do you, as an actor, have a frame of reference for this film and this story that left a mark on you?
For sure. I mean, this is a story about, acceptance, about self-love and self-acceptance, as well as accepting others for who they are, and allowing them to be who they want to be and supporting that. And it's a story for anyone that's ever felt other than, ever felt ostracized or felt like society is pushing its norms on them and that they don't fit in that pretty little box, and I love that it can do all that while also being exciting and fun and silly and action packed. You don't usually get all of those things in a film. So
My daughter watched it once with me and had to watch it a second time.
no.
And I think for her, Nimona is like the greatest like person to inspire her at the moment. Like just
No.
it's amazing to see what it means to people.
That means a lot. I mean, that was my favorite thing when I just saw it recently and I took my friends with me, and I love nothing more than when we watched it and I asked each one of them, like, what did you think? Like, what did you connect to? And each one of them had such a different specific answer as to why they connected to her. And that is super rare. And I feel like everyone across the board feels very seen. And that's something that you really don't get often, that many
It is
like different perspectives.
it's absolutely phenomenal. It's the most wonderful thing. I hope we get a chance to have you back in the role at some point
Yeah,
too.
me too. Fingers
Would that
crossed.
be cool?
Yeah, for sure. I would love to do a second one in a heartbeat.
Amazing. Thank you
Thanks.
so much for the time. It's a pleasure.
Thanks, guys.